As much as I love Big John, I haven't seen him practicing this a whole lot since his opening round.
Big John
I'd
with
have,
a lot of
I'd have to
practice either.
go with Combat, or whoever loses that, because they're both Garbanzo and Combat are the 32 and 33 seed.
Yeah.
Hey, Big John might pull an upset.
He could.
He could be
He
a
could
dirty
just be
off-stream
that good that
practicer.
he doesn't have to practice on stream. Like I had a really good, a rough start last week, but it just crashed and burned at Roy's.
So
I
you're
guess
still
I
waiting.
broke your bracket, Darbian.
Yeah, I had faith in you.
But then I would have gotten wrecked by Blues second
Well,
round.
I predicted that, so I would have been okay with that.
Unless the Blues just crashed and burned.
Yeah, you might have a shot at playing X-Dragon, though, for your next match.
Yeah, has he done his match yet?
Nope.
X-Dragon going to try and get that match in tomorrow, it looks like. Other upcoming tournament matches. The last one on the calendar for tonight. Tomorrow, 3 p.m., we have Fitter Space against Patrick Power. The afternoon matchup. At night, Trank89 and X-Dragon, they're going to try and get their match in. Thunder Mustache and Slice Mage. Slice Mage doing a good job with the commentary. Thunder Mustache, I believe he was in the first tournament too, wasn't he? I've seen that name around for a while.
He was.
They're playing at 8 o'clock. These times are all Eastern, by the way. And at 9 o'clock, Combat and Garbanzo guy. We'll find out who gets to play Big John.
Got another bang, 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 7, 8, 9 p.m. tomorrow night.
We have a full lineup these first few weeks. Always like having a full calendar.
I mean, the counts will go down, race counts will go down, but the races should become more and more competitive as well.
Yeah. Paco is live. That... I am almost sorry to take this off the screen even temporarily.
Oh my god, that Yoshi.
Conster, do you have a race this round?
Huh?
Do you have a race in this round of the tournament?
I had CT last week.
That was last week.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Dragon.
Oh. The loser of the Trank and Dragon match gets to play Conster.
I want to be involved with all of Conster's matches. Because Conster commentates his own matches.
Yeah, you can just get to hear the fuck. You hear first hand experience, they hear like 5 to 10 seconds later.
It's like having a player mic'd up.
I would not mind the CT Conqueror commentary of that match.
When is the CT Blues match? Tomorrow?
Not sure, actually. I will be right back.
Problem with a lot of these larger tournaments is that a lot of people are coerced into joining, and they're not able to practice a lot, and they try their first round match. and then they just kind of give up and don't even bother with the losers round match. So you'll see a lot of. We already see a lot of disqualifications and forfeits.
Fight Me Boar, the winner of the previous race was Jay Coper.
Someone needs to make this race.
Oh.
I'd be happy if Paco just uses that Yoshi for the rest of the race.
I think I'd like to see at least a little bit of what's going on behind Yoshi, but...
I wish no one was using the TV downstairs so I can watch this on the big screen. So I can Chromecast it.
Have a race room. I have Millennium in the background of this race.
Oh god. That's an even better place for his Yoshi emote.
I think we'll just have to remember to try and keep track of what item belongs in that item box.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have to. Because I think Yoshi's a better fit.
Did I just have a bad capture, or... Try and quickly recapture Paco's window. They are readying up. Job live split. Alright, and they are ready. They will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Twitch delay. So, here we go. Wahoo failing the spin jump one up early on in the race. Paco already doing some swag shell kicking.
Paco just wants to swag it out already.
Right, both of them uneventful YI2s. Let's see how message box jump goes. Commentating right now, I'm Mr. Cab. We have Darbian and Conster in the TeamSpeak. Both got that message box jump. Alright.
What's Milnium doing?
Millennium's in this race?
Milnium joined the race.
Millennium joined the race. I'm not. He's just alongside for fun.
Yeah.
I could have joined alongside.
We're getting the the XPaco game feed right now. YI4.
What's in XPaco's item box?
It's Yoshi.
So we'll never know what's in his item box.
Wahoo took a dip in the water, missing one of the jumps near the end of YI4, so he'll lose a second or so there. Not even really, but he's going to need all the time he can find.
And some.
I don't know.
Paco racing on Japanese, by the way. Didn't catch that right away.
He's never going to play on English again, I don't think.
Probably not, but all the same. No freedom cape for Paco.
Probably going to see an 81 or 82 door here.
81. 78 for Wahoo. Much as I usually want to root for the underdog, I cannot go against another Met fan.
You're gonna... XPaco's gonna show what a speedrun of this category really looks like.
Yeah, I'm gonna do some front running.
Looks
Wahoo
like
and
he decided to
XPaco.
toss away his mushroom.
Paco and Wahoo both making short work of Iggy. Wahoo going for a shot of that Coca-Cola. He's gonna need all. I don't know if that counts as a performance-enhancing drug, but I think we'll allow it.
I'm more of a 7-Up guy myself.
You're not gonna call a yellow card on that?
No, no, no. Paco not getting a clean cape grab, but
Oh, he might actually...
Wahoo doesn't keep P-speed either.
There's
Paco lands on some clouds.
Oh, well.
Wahoo lands on some clouds. This
The
is...
chances were there. The chances were there.
I know.
I guess they're clouding.
This is...
You gotta take those opportunities. You can say that you had the lead on the world record holder in this category.
Even if it
Same
was for
time.
a few seconds. Coca-Cola's a tool-assisted run according to chat here.
XPaco wakes Rip Van Fish. Oh, Wahoo does not wake the fish.
I think we need to retime those things a little bit, but I still...
I trust your initial judgment.
I'm gonna treat it as don't step on the foul line level superstition. Wahoo losing cape to jump. Doesn't even stop for flower. That might not have been advisable. For no other reason besides the fact that you need that fire to save the time against Morton, Roy, and Ludwig Good to have that extra hit in your back pocket.
Yeah, he should have.
I wonder what happened to Paco, 'cause I'm seeing something went wrong.
Paco seems to be doing okay.
He got a 51 donut secret.
Might not be record pace, but Paco seems to be doing just fine so far.
Yeah, this split will probably be red by 7 seconds or so.
Give him at least 2 for not getting piece, losing flight a couple of times in Donut Plains 1. Wahoo trying to get that second cape.
For anybody watching, you can actually get the second cape without re-entering the level. You can just despawn that Koopa and bring him back on screen to get another cape.
Very true. I've seen a lot of players start and selecting out of both that level and Butterbridge too, rather than just walking a little left and then back right. Screen transition eats up more time than you might think. Paco got the quick takeoff in
Oh, I don't even have
DP3,
to guess. I'm sure he did. I didn't see it with my own eyes, though.
Paco is the record holder. So, I believe just before the tournament started, like a week or so before it, GDF was record holder at 33-13. Then, really the day or two before the seeds finalized, Paco bopped GDF with a 33-10. I think it was either early this week or last week, GDF bopped him back and got a 33-07. And I think it was last night that Paco got a 33-06. That's your recent history of the Mario World No Star World record. If Paco and GDF meet in this tournament, I think it won't really matter who holds the record as long as it's only by a second or two. It'll be the prestige of the tournament win that really matters.
Who knows? It could be GDF versus Paco last round.
Wahoo's flying a little high through DP4. We'll see if he comes down. Paco doing the Morton fly.
Gotta take the spring with them.
This is gonna be red. My guess is by 7 seconds.
Wahoo manages to get through DP4 without taking any hits. Paco drops that spring neatly into the gap right next to that tall pillar.
It's not gonna be red that much at all, actually.
Yeah. He only really lost.
I thought it was a Yoshi.
He only lost that time in Donut Plains 1, really.
Yeah, I thought it was a sloppy cape grab and a Cloudland.
That Thwimp did not despawn for the Wahoo.
He has the extra cape, though.
He might be better served at this point to just go the normal way through the level, but he found an opening.
And that room is terrifying once you screw it up.
If you watched his practice, of the room, that Thwimp was usually pretty good at getting around it. It wasn't really spawning. He loses the Morton fly a little early.
If that happened to me, I would have just picked up that cape, maybe.
He's gonna go up here. He's not gonna fly up with the spring.
Not gonna say fuck the cape or fuck the springboard.
It's gonna take the extra cycle though to actually do that. Paco not making it all the way up.
That's about as big of a mistake as you'll see out of him.
I know. It's like, for anybody else in this tournament, pretty much outside of like the top few seeds, that's meaningless.
For him, that's a reset.
That's a reset.
And what he does on this level is just silly.
I'm seeing more and more players do that with the shell.
That's crazy.
It saves. I think when I go through this level, it takes about 4 or 5 flies to get through there. And I'm seeing a lot of players get through here with 3 flies. So anything that saves landing and taking off again, that saves a few seconds. Not even using the springboard, that saves like another half second. When you're getting down,
it's kind of scary because if you jump at the wrong time, it's like you never line up with the opening.
Yeah. Once you're fighting to get down to 32, I mean, every little thing you can do helps out. So Paco's in flyover land. See how the Wahoo handles the Vanilla Dome levels.
Bet he doesn't have vanilla Coke, right?
He landed a little high, but he did get this. Let's see. He's not going to go for the flower either.
Yeah, he doesn't.
I think the big thing that kind of takes away from getting that flower specifically is having to wait for your cape to come all the way back down.
Oh, right. Yeah, the earlier flower's definitely the way to go.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even stop to get that one, because then you'd have to do a slower fly up. Like, you'd have to wait for the cape and do a slower fly up.
And once you're there, so it looks like he doesn't. He's gonna keep going for this. Doesn't quite get it. There we go.
Oh, is that that's one of those jumps where if you get bad RNG, you don't make it up, I guess?
I guess. I wasn't aware of that backup strat, to be perfectly honest. So he's through Vanilla Secret now. Paco into Vanilla Fortress.
I completely missed Paco's secret too.
It's a flyover, so.
Yeah.
Although I screwed it up in my race.
I know I definitely screwed up something around here. Race.
Check on Milnium.
Where's he at?
Oh, Milnium's in Vanilla Fort.
Nice.
He's right behind Paco.
He's about half of Vanilla Fort behind Paco.
Oh, here comes Reznor.
XPaco will never go for slow Reznor, I don't think, regardless of the pattern.
It looked like it might have been a dangerous attempt there, but Reznor ended up firing straight across the screen. Reznor and Paco easily jumps past that fireball.
I think Paco's seen every Reznor there is to see and knows how to dispatch them efficiently.
Butterbridge. Paco also gonna try and fly through this, or he comes right back down. Nope.
No,
back up.
He's gonna do it. Wahoo's talking about you.
What's he saying?
He's talking about how it's going to be awkward when Paco finishes and it'll be 20 minutes of just him on your channel.
Oh, that's alright.
You could switch to, once Paco finishes, you could load up Milnium's stream.
I think what we'll do is, if it really is that wide of a gap, I think we raid the Wahoo and give him a good time. Make him say Wahoo.
Make him chug that Coke.
Chug, chug, chug.
Quick Reznor
Wahoo.
doesn't work out,
Tempting fate. They're walking into that platform as it's coming down.
yeah, but he did not get knocked into any lava, and that's what you're really worried about there. Make him say Wahoo, Mr. Cab 2015. Mr. Cab 2015. That's how long the butter bridge is. Wahoo is one butter bridge behind Paco. What is Wahoo even thinking? Like that is just on the level. I mean, I know everybody likes this, as Author Blues has put it in the past.
Fate.
You have to make Butterbridge 1 interesting. He's standing on that platform way too long. It's very.
You don't have to make. I don't make it interesting at all.
Yeah.
Except getting the one-ups.
Looks like no one up for Wahoo.
That's okay though. It's very easy to screw that up and lose a cape. Paco dominating the first room of Ludwig.
Oh, he does the spin fly strat.
Nice.
Oh, that's just... He's gonna get a 69, probably.
Kappa.
Yep.
I
And I'm
forgot you had a fire flower.
I'm thrilled with a 67 there.
Switching early in that room.
Oh, but he screws up the door. It's the only thing that can defeat Paco.
Door is the final boss.
And that big red door at that. Clifford door.
The big red Clifford door.
Clifford the big red door.
Cliff door.
And Wahoo opting to not get the bonus stars. Just a interesting jump that didn't quite line up properly with the gate. It'll cost him a half a second or so. Normally not important, but we are talking about XPaco on the other side. Jumps over the
Apparently,
first Super Koopa.
They want him to world record tonight.
The
You're
strat
gonna
at
have
the
to go
beginning
for
of Butter Bridge
forest
2
wings.
usually, you're holding Y to run and you're ready to hold B to start flying. If you can slide your thumb over to X while running, you get that cape spin off, knock out that Super Koopa, you never have to jump. Paco missing Yoshi in the first
Horrible
attempt.
mistake there for Paco.
That will cost him at least 0.4 seconds. Wahoo going into Ludwig's castle.
Is he gonna go for... Paco's not gonna go for wings.
Also crushing the first room. He's going with a
The
spin
Waltz
jump.
Yoshi.
Doesn't get P-speed.
I don't think he wanted P-speed.
I don't think he wanted either, but he jumps under all the fireballs. That's the next best thing you can do.
That's
That-
a solid room, too.
That strategy has served me well for a very long time. That is a very solid room, too. Goes up the right side, not the left.
Boy, that's scary stuff to me.
First try hard clip, probably.
Oh, we'll find
He'll
out.
get in the wall, I'm sure.
First try every time.
Yeah, that was... Could write the textbook on Mario World.
And we gotta make sure he stays in bounds here. Well, out of bounds, you know what I mean. He does it. Let's see if Wahoo knows Ludwig's
We
semi-quick
need to
kill.
stay out of bounds.
Looks like he's ready to go for it. He gets it.
And a lot of people not know or not have practiced that, but that's a good trick to know.
Yeah. So far, not too bad from the Wahoo. Morton's was where a lot of this time was lost.
I didn't see how did Wahoo lose? Oh, I see. I thought he had splits on every level.
If he lost time for Ludwig's castle, my best guess is it's from not having fire.
He lost minimal time. It probably was due to that.
It's not a bad run right now. Paco, I don't know where he has the extra 8 seconds in his sum of best missing from his PB. Maybe it's all that might be at a level where a lot of it could be fast flies.
Wahoo having trouble getting Yoshi.
We'll see if Paco saves any time here, because he had... Oh, actually, he lost that 0.4 seconds on FOI1. We'll see if that actually... If he loses time on this split. Because everything else is pretty much flawless.
So far, so good.
I think optimally, you can get a dive down those stairs in Roy's.
Wahoo opting to fight the Hammer Brother at the end of FOI1. I think I was saying in the earlier race tonight, it's a lot of players, I think, just don't think to clear out the Wiggler platform before the Hammer Brothers. And then there. They're fighting the Hammer Brother. They're afraid of eating that Wiggler. A Wiggler tends to only damage you on Yoshi if you're running at P-speed. Usually if you just eat a Wiggler standing still or even just walking, you're safe.
You have nightmares about those Wigglers at the end of FY1, don't you?
Not really. Wahoo opting to go immediately to easy clip.
I don't know what happened with Yoshi.
Paco lost
Yoshi didn't want to cooperate.
1.2 seconds on what I would have called a pretty flawless forest.
Tisk.
It's just bleeding time. You can see all his splits are getting worse and worse.
And they're all red. Gives that Piranha Plant what for? And then does not get Cannon Fly, so he's gonna lose. What is that? 4 seconds?
I mean, that's got to be killing him right now.
And compared to his splits where he has that presumably, so that's gonna be that's 5 seconds right there.
Yeah, Paco's I'm sure he's kicking himself right now. The pressure's getting to him in this tournament.
He's got this. He's got the power of Yoshi.
Nobody has the power of Yoshi. Although Wahoo might get Chocolate Yoshi.
You go for a Chocolate Yoshi.
Millennium got the Roy Fly. Nobody's
Here comes Boo Bounce.
Suicide door in room 1 of the Ghost House. Pretty good. Wahoo must have had fast fire there. That was almost a 64 pipe.
Just no arguing with XPaco right now. Wahoo's still not that far behind, really. Although, like, he's gonna have that castle cutscene in the way. A little low, I think. But he gets it.
I didn't know you could get a 91 pipe in that room. Paco's teaching me a few tricks here.
Okay.
Wahoo doing 2013 or 96 exit strats, but he pulls it off.
Wahoo escapes Roy's. Everything intact. Solid Roy's castle. He's earning that Coke right now. Paco opting to not get the midway gate.
I don't think he cares at all about that midway. He wanted to avoid the lag.
He got P-speed a little early there. Nice.
I don't think I've ever seen anybody get better than a 62 pipe here. I'm gonna say that the 63 can't be done by a human, but I could be proven wrong.
It's getting the good takeoff in Chocolate Secret. Wahoo going into Chocolate Island 1 now. It's flyover level, so as long as he gets that first one.
Like Mill has to do Chocolate Ghost House full.
Going to Chocolate Ghost House, since Cape does help you, but primarily in room 2, I would say it's easily worth it to run into Chocolate Island 1 and get the early mushroom if you're small, which you really shouldn't need because you should have gone out of the level holding a springboard to become big. And then you get that cape early in the level, and that helps you in room 2. So Paco setting up the cycle skip here for the Crushers.
He didn't do what he normally does there.
Not familiar with the exact technique
like
he
skipping
normally
the
uses.
first, hitting between the first 2 Crushers when they come down at the beginning.
You didn't save that second.
Yeah,
So we're looking at a
really poor
+5,
performance.
+6 split here at least.
This is not the Paco we were led to believe we'd be seeing.
Wahoo wanted to get the Boo Bounce, didn't have the setup,
Not
and
the
wisely
Paco
backs
we
off.
deserve, but it's the Paco we deserve.
And 3-cycle Wendy.
Oh, he's just.
Oh, only
bleeding
plus
time.
3.
That's.
I think
one
I've
of
been
his-
lied to about how much time a failed cannon fly wastes.
That was his worst split so far. It's just getting worse and worse.
Yeah.
You gonna go for sandbar? Do you think?
I don't know.
He might.
Wahoo just called it the Darby and Yoshi. I hate that.
The Darby and Yoshi?
It's the Darby and Yoshi. Congratulations, Darby. And
You mean
the strat is named after you now.
you officially have a strat?
He's through chocolate too. Paco grabs the backup cape. Presumably we're going to see a damage boost a little later.
Paco goes for the sandbar and dies, then all of a sudden he's flirting with a 34.
That's the scary part. He's only flirting with it.
Yeah. I mean, he can.
Darby and Yoshi saving Wahoo's cape there.
Oh, it's like autopilot with Yoshi.
Goes for that midway gate.
Paco good setup for this scrollless.
Until you really are getting those consistent 34s and 33s, the midway gate is advisable.
Ooh, he lost the cape.
That's a
an
damage
intentional-
boost.
Yeah, he was actually trying to go through the boo ring. That is something people haven't incorporated in. No, I don't think any.
I don't remember seeing that a lot last year. He is knocking out Koopas left and right.
Yeah, there's lag reduction you can do in this room. Anything you see him do most likely has a purpose.
It's true.
Orb is incoming.
Orb. Wahoo is done with Chocolate Secret. Watching Paco reduce some lag, and we're missing the scary part of Chocolate Secret. So, second time tonight we're going to get these two levels
Oh, he
side by
doesn't-
side.
Something must have happened because Wahoo no longer has his dinosaur companion.
Ooh. Either way,
lost
Bob
the
1 and
Darby
Wendy's
Yoshi.
Castle, two difficult late game levels. Wendy's probably the harder one, Vob though, just being the maze. Wahoo opting to stop in the middle there. I didn't look to see. I
don't
didn't
know how
catch whether or not
Paco-
he had a good setup.
I don't know how Paco keeps his speed when he does all those dives. Oh.
Gonna get the
horrible
backup
issues there
cape.
at the end for Paco.
I will grant him that as a race strat, because I think.
No, not getting the cape, but he got it. He screwed up the block, and he had to grab a second blue block.
Yeah.
So this isn't looking good for him.
Do you think he will actually still cut the 34?
Yes. Regardless of whether he goes for sandbar, and regardless of whether he gets it, I think he'll cut the 34.
He goes
might
back
go
to
that
tag
midway
that
gate.
midway gate. He's going for sandbar.
Yes.
Wahoo losing one cape in the Wendy fight. But only the
Wahoo
one.
losing the second. Oh, never mind. Ooh,
Nope.
he tempted fate.
No sandbar skip.
He jumped too early. I think I heard Mario jump, so he jumped too early.
I think
Question
Will.
is he going to go for a second time?
You'll see if he gets the cape in this room. That'll tell you what he's gonna do. If he goes back and gets this cape. No, he's not going for it.
Huh.
I mean, this is a disaster for XPaco now.
It's a huge time loss. Oh
Oh,
wow.
you did go for
He
it.
went for it again. He's stuck in a
I
little
don't
bit of a Vob 2 loop
I
here.
don't know why he didn't get the extra cape, because it wouldn't cost him any time. Oh, I guess if you're going for that clip, it does. You can't get the cape and get the clip efficiently. If you're not going for sandbar clip, then getting the cape doesn't cost.
Gets through there with small Mario.
And this is going to be a 34 now.
I think we might be talking 35, unfortunately.
Really? I thought each of those is about 30 seconds.
But you have to remember these splits also presumably got the clip, so
Oh, that's
you're gonna
right.
get
So
that
it's
time
like a
back
minute.
too.
Oh,
This is not gonna look good on his tournament average.
Eating them from the inside.
Wahoo does not get the despawn.
I don't think that's part of his normal. I don't think he expected to get it.
I don't know if he was expecting to get it or not, but he is there now.
But he should have scrolled the screen there, because then he wouldn't have to wait on all these. Quite as long on all these. Oh, XPaco doesn't.
You
Did he
scroll.
even try to do the jump up?
I don't know. If you scroll the screen in the middle of the first boo ring, and you move a little more to the right, what ends up happening is you spawn the second boo ring, causing it to start rotating sooner. So by the time you swim up there, at least if you hold up to swim up a little bit faster, you should be able to go right through the opening of the boo ring. It will be in place for you.
I think the no cape P speed strats in Bob Ford are easier than with cape.
I like the comment in chat, and we'll see if Millennium can use those sandbar deaths to catch up. Orb for Wahoo.
Millennium and Wahoo were pretty close last time I looked. Yeah, Mills and...
Paco, wow.
Oh, Mill got the moon.
Paco getting almost caught in a crossfire there and surviving. Let's follow Wahoo's Vob 1.
I think
Dark.
Paco still could get a 34, couldn't he?
Yeah, he probably can.
He's gonna beat my time with those two.
It's gonna be
sandbar.
very tight though. Like, it might be 34 even. Wahoo opting for the third level up. Clipping.
Oh.
That was interesting.
I was wondering what was gonna happen there.
I didn't know that was possible.
Well, we all learned something tonight. Thank you, Wahoo.
William losing his cape.
Alright, so Paco setting up for the no cape. Whew, no cape ball skip. He was very close to knocking out the second Mecha Koopa that he needs for ball skip. Wahoo working his way through room 1 of Ob 2.
Millennium's in the same room actually. Oh yeah, there's no way Paco's gonna get the 34. Oh, actually no, I'm sorry, I was thinking I had it the wrong way. He'll definitely get the 34.
Wahoo put up a valiant effort here.
I want to see if my 34.55 stands up, but I don't think it's going to by about 20 seconds. And Wahoo still might be able to PV. He's only 22 seconds behind his splits.
Here we are.
Paco's screwed up face.
34-42 according to RaceSpot. 34-39 on the splits. XPaco does indeed cut the 35. 2 deaths on the run though. He finishes over a minute over his PB.
Yeah, that's...
I don't know.
Can't feel good about that.
Seriously though, congratulations to XPaco. It's a solid run. We just have to give the record holder some shit. Wahoo looking to wrap this up in the Bob Fortress.
Paco will be tested soon enough in this tournament.
Paco likely to play Combat or Garbanzo guy, but will then play the winner of Meebrams and Sweetie T, assuming he can move on to round 4. I think that will be an interesting match. Which isn't to say that if Combat or Garbanzo guy don't have the races of their lives, that would also be an interesting match. And with that Reznor kill, Wahoo actually moves ahead. Oh, is he splitting on a fade out?
He says he's going to be on PB pace.
Alright, he is 3 seconds ahead of his PB, moving into the Bowser fight.
And he could get a PB here.
I think we have a PB on the way.
Keeps Cape. I don't know if he knows Cape Kill.
No, Paco's not doing claps in the credits either, so...
Yeah, well, I don't think he was very satisfied with that.
Mario's hands are still hurting from trying to hold up the sandbar. He's going for Cape Kill.
He said Cape Kill. But he gets the first part correctly. I don't think
he got the first hit at least. That will still save some time. But ball skip, the lack of ball skip will waste probably as much time. Not a little bit more. Still good knowing that first hit for Cape Kill. If you go for that natural kill right away, I mean, that's the next best thing you can do. Paco agrees. He has to be disqualified for forgetting the clap.
Run is invalid.
I hope all the top runners go for clip when they race each other. And then the people who don't go for clip have a shot.
I don't know what the gentleman's agreement is going to be amongst the top 8 plus
it's going to be whoever's behind is going to have to go for it.
Paco agrees. He agrees that the run is invalid.
37 seconds for
we might
finish up this phase.
Wahoo's looking to cut the 39 here. He's got about 10 seconds to do it. And... oh, he missed the throw. He's got it. Waiting for SDA timing. 38.58. 13-second PB for the Wahoo.
Oh, and Millennium got sniped by 10 seconds. Millennium was on Bowser when Wahoo was fighting Reznor, so something must have happened. Horrible must have happened there. Wow, it seems like just yesterday we did the 500th No Star World Race, and now we're at 630.
Wahoo move his timer up a little bit there?
I don't know what he did.
Not sure what he's doing anymore, but it was a solid run all the same from the Wahoo. Cutting 39. Even if RaceBot doesn't think so. He PB'd against the record holder, and that's really all you can ask for. Right, so I think that's all we have for tonight.
Wahoo's tuning in for after race commentary.
Who's going to tune in?
Yeah, he just said that.
Well, I think Wahoo did have a solid race. Really not much to say about Paco's run outside of the sandbar fails.
I'm
and
ready for that Darwin versus Cab race.
that jump he didn't make onto Yoshi's back, losing a second. Wahoo, solid run. Trying to remember. Probably a little bit better on the backup tracks in Vanilla Secret 1. I think there was some Morton trouble as well, if I'm remembering it correctly. But otherwise, he got all of the important things. He never really fell behind too much, and I mean, he PB'd as well, so. Never stop improving. Paco again, moving on to play the winner of Combat and Garbanzo guy. Wahoo. Figured this out earlier. Is going to play the winner of Game J and the loser of Combat and Garbanzo guy. Good luck to everyone moving on in the tournament. I believe that's the final race we have going on tonight, unless something strange is happening.
I don't know, these impromptu races have been popping up time to time, but... Like Virus, I think he raced again today, right?
I think we're going to go and raid Author Blues. He's practicing. Might be practicing 96 right now, but we're gonna raid him anyway.
No, I think he's playing that ROM hack.
Playing backwards. So this might be interesting if you watch it. I'm gonna do some things backwards here. Since he's playing the backwards ROM hack, it's going to be the SMW crew that way. And tune in tomorrow night. If you're around during the afternoon, there's a 3 p.m. Eastern time race. After that, 7 p.m. Eastern, we will have a series of at least 3 races. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting the Super Mario community. And remember, don't lose Cape.